Welcome to Westview Sailing. I'm Duncan Wells. Now there should be everything you need to know about Westview and our courses on this site. And there are videos covering the various navigational topics which our students find very useful. But apart from that, I want to talk about the Westview Difference. Why we're different from other RYA sailing schools and schools of navigation. It's not just that we're passionate about the subject. Of course, we live it, we breathe it, we write about it for sailing magazines, with boat handling articles, cruising articles, navigation articles and gear tests, and we spend a great deal of time out on the water sailing it. All of which means that there is an enormous amount of relevant and current information that finds its way into the classroom. So it isn't all just theory. There's a good deal of practical advice and handy tips too. All the things that make for good all-round seamanship. We run the courses over 7 weeks. 1 3-hour evening a week and then a full Saturday and half a Sunday. This is the optimum length of course, we believe, as it allows us sufficient class time and sufficient homework time. Oh yes, there's homework. Classes are enormous fun too. As a matter of interest, a day skipper course is often the first time that many of our students have been back to the classroom since school or university, and they always seem to find it a tremendously rewarding experience. And there's another difference. We always say that you can afford to miss up to 2 evenings on the course, but any more than this puts an enormous strain on the student to catch up. What we don't say is that if you do miss an evening and you need help catching up, we'll fix a time for you to come round and spend a couple of hours while we take you through what you missed. There's no charge for this, but a bottle of wine is always gratefully received. And we keep our rates sensible too. It's just £325 for the course, including the learning materials. And these are all the materials you'll need, including your own training almanac. There's no need to share on a Westview course. We also give you a Westview folder that supplements the RYA information with easy reference sheets, handy forms, handouts, and importantly the answers to the homework questions, so you can see if you've got the homework right, and if not, perhaps why not. Of course, if you get stuck, you've only got to call us and we'll give you a hand. And the Westview folder contains the course schedule, so you can see the order in which we take everything. We charge £25 for a plotter and divider set, which most day skippers will need. And here's an example of the Westview difference. We now supply the handy plotter and not the Breton plotter. Why? Because the handy plotter is easier to read and it's easier to use, which leads to greater accuracy. And it's a more convenient size for your average chart table. Finally, I'm confident that all the day skippers and yacht masters that pass through Westview Sailing's shore-based courses are well-rounded and extremely good navigators, and I'd be happy to go sailing with any one of them. In fact, I often do. Don't forget, boating is really just a matter of lurching from one crisis to the next. What we need to do is to try and take the drama out of it, minimise the trauma. As Eric Hiscock said about his first boat, to say that I bought her on Wednesday, sailed her away on Thursday, and had lost her by Friday is not strictly true, but not very far from the truth. Then we have Joshua Slocum and Spray, who managed to clout someone as he exited the harbour at the start of his 3-year circumnavigation. Nobody was ever born a master mariner. Even the greats had to learn the hard way. See you soon.